And Abraham said unto his young men, abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship. This is what I was looking for. Worship. He was going to worship God. And what was that? He was going to kill his son. Offer the thing that keeps him happy or makes him happy. Now, the Bible says the lad. If you check that word, it was like a teenager. So give and take. Let's say Isaac was 17 years old. Or let's say 14 years old. Or 15 years old. Let's take 15, right? 15 years. Now, Abraham walked with God for 25 years before Isaac came. Now, another 15 years have added. That's what? 40 years. 40 years. Still, God didn't trust him. 40 years. You said I should leave my family. Have left. You have left body-wise, but your heart hasn't left. Most of you are here. Your body is here, but your heart. You press pause on the pornography you were watching before you came. So as you are here, your heart and your mind is there. Hello, papa. What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you? Your body is here, but your heart is not here. You are singing, but your heart is not in it because your mind is somewhere else. That deal that was cooking in the office that you didn't finish, that corruption deal, you are thinking tomorrow is Monday. I'm going to finish that deal. But you are an elder in church. And you say you are a worshiper. You are a worshiper. Corruption, philoma. Look at the election, how the election ended. Look at it. Are they not Christians? Are they not Christians? They will tell you they are Christians. It's a joke. It's a joke. See, it's not easy to pass exam. Mathematics. Science. Mention them. Chemistry. Yeah, I'm a chemistry teacher. Chemistry is difficult. That's the one I like to teach. Your heart is not here. Oh. Your heart is not here. Your mind is not here. Pastor, you just came to mark register to satisfy your religious conscience that you came to church. You are a Christian. Who told you you are a Christian? Day in and day out, we are going to church. The masses, the numbers, but our lives are not transformed. Lives are not transformed. Is that Christianity? I don't subscribe to that. Apostle Paul said, I'm weeping, I'm crying. I'm going to depart. But when I depart, grievous wolves will come into the fold. And when they come, they are going to direct men after themselves. Hey! That's what pastors are doing now. We are directing the people after ourselves. So that we eat of you. We are catching you like fowls and we are chopping you. So 40 years now. Hey, Aban, read the text for me. Read the text for me so that 40 years now God is trying to confirm and confer something on Abraham. 40 years, supposedly, right? Continue, verse 6.
Verse 6. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? And Abraham said, My son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. And they came to the place which God had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there, and laid the wood in order, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Abraham stretched forth his hand, and took the knife to slay his son. And the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven, and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Lay not thy hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest God.
Listen to what God said. Now I know. 40 years I was with you. You never trusted me. It is now that I know. That's what God said. What knowledge has God of you? What knowledge has God of you? That's the most important. It's not men. You see, don't be deceived that you think your pastor is the one who is in charge of heaven. That's your problem. So once you please your pastor, that means that God has accepted you. Who told you that? You are a joke. And don't think that you are part of the kingdom because you are in a church. Don't be deceived. You are in this church, so and so. The church is so you are heaven bound. You'll be surprised to go there and realize that entry 0. Was it Billy Graham who said that if you are a man of God and you are a clergyman and you never have preached about hell, you are an irresponsible clergyman. How many times you hear hell from our pulpit? Meanwhile, the Bible has said that hell is real. In that place, the Bible says what? The fire quencheth not. Its worms dieth not. The flesh is our problem. And that's the message I brought. All these things I'm telling you is introduction. Now listen. Let me finish this one and then go to my main message. Rich Kene, God is telling Abraham he now knows. What are you holding back from God? Check your life. What are you holding back from God? When it comes to the things of God, you are reluctant. You know that we have missionaries in enough. We need support. You have money. No. You won't release it. No problem. Keep it. Keep it. When you go and meet with the Lord, when your time is done here on earth, you realize that it is the losses you make here on earth that gives you gain in heaven. You didn't hear me. You see, you are hoarding. You want to own 17 houses, no problem. Own them. You want to have 370, whatever cars, own them. And this I'm telling you, pastors are even the worst culprit. You go to his house, he has parked so many cars. What for? How many cars can you drive? Even the car that was made by most, Africa, we don't produce any car. The cars that were made by the white man, that car, if you get one good car, you can drive it your whole lifetime. One car. Your whole lifetime. What the world loves is what pastors, we also love.